right tackle. So.
What's it been like to come out here with the new kind of regime and energy that's out here?
I like to change a lot. Definitely change the philosophy as far as the tempo, but even with Coach Mazzoni when I was here my freshman and sophomore year, it's still a lot of the same philosophies. So I've found ways to remember plays and concepts like that, just kind of connecting them together. So it's a lot of the same stuff, but still very different from last year.
One of the hallmarks of Kelly's receivers at his previous stops is that if you're not involved in the play as a receiver, you've got to block downfield, and that's like really emphasized. Has he really kind of honed that in with you guys yet, or are you guys still kind of in more like the fundamental stages and you worry about like that kind of stuff later?
Yeah, the word he uses a lot is transitioning. So when we see that we're not getting the ball or Devon's taking it with a quarterback keep or he throws it to someone else, we got to transition quick, and so we can make those plays down the field.
Seems like everyone else got a new position coach except for you and the running backs. So what's it like to still have Coach Doherty with you?
It's great to have the relationship with Coach D. Obviously, he knows a lot of what we can do now, and it helps a lot also having a lot of the same guys. We only have one new guy with Kyle, so it's cool to take him under our wing, kind of show him the ropes and everything. But I think it's going real smooth right now.
What's it about you about Kyle so far?
He's a great kid. He's really smart. He knows a lot of his plays. He definitely stays in his playbook. We go over like flashcards and stuff like that. So it's cool to have someone young because I was in that position, so I know what it's like. But yeah, it's cool to be a leader now.
Yeah, what's it been like being a leader and not having Darren Andrews and Jordan Lasley, Josh Rosen around?
It's very different because I don't really have guys to look up to because I am that older guy now. But like I said, we still have a lot of other guys like Diamond and Theo and Felt, so I'm still familiar with a lot of the receivers that are within the group still. So we keep in touch every single day. We have a group chat going, so we have a really friendly relationship with one another.
Theo looks like he was already obviously very good, but he looks maybe he's taking another step forward with his hands and just route running and everything. Theo?
Yeah, definitely with last year, I think that was a really good season for him to kind of just get comfortable. Even myself, we kind of just both found ourselves and got comfortable playing on Saturdays and a couple games on Sundays. So I think with how last season went, I think this season he's going to have a really standout breakout year.
Have you gotten put on scholarship? Do you know yet?
I have not yet.
Okay. Is that still a possibility? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm hoping it is. We've talked about it, but right now I'm just focusing on spring ball, and if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm just going to keep on working. That's all I can do.
What was it like coming out for that first practice of spring? I heard that you guys the week before had watched film of Kelly's old practices, but how hard was it to actually execute it that way on the field?
Yeah, with the change in pace, it was extremely tiring, but I think I've kind of gotten the grasp of it, and I've been able to tempo myself, pace myself, and that first day was pretty brutal. I was super tired, the legs were sore, but today I feel really good, and I think moving forward we're all going to be feeling our legs are going to be pretty good. Consider we got the next 2 weeks off after this Saturday.
What's the key? Just kind of knowing how to pace yourself? Is that the main thing that you've learned?
Yeah, with that first practice, you don't really know what's coming, so you don't know how many more team periods you have, how many more teach periods or individual periods. So now that you kind of get the general gist of how practice is going to flow, you can definitely pace yourself a little bit better.
Did you change your off-season conditioning focus for this offense?
I just tried to do a lot of the same stuff I did last year technique-wise because that obviously helped a lot. Like you said, without having DA, I had to do a lot of stuff on my own and try to help the younger guys out. So I think that also helped me kind of develop into that leadership role.
What kind of off-season throwing did you do with some of the new quarterbacks?
With Devon, we would just come out in between classes and stuff whenever we had free time and work on the route tree. Coach Kelly had given him a general playbook of the route tree and basic plays. So we kind of just went over those to get a little bit head start before going into spring ball.
Are you wearing a GPS out here?
I am wearing a GPS out here.
Yeah. How does that work as far as afterward? Will you get a report about what it says, or how?
We haven't got any reports right now, but I know that they're tracking how fast we're running, like our peak speed, and the main use of it, as far as I know, is they kind of gauge based off of our previous stuff that we've done with the GPS. They can see, oh, he needs to taper off. He's doing too much right now, because I know Theo had done that a couple of practices ago where he had to kind of lay back a little bit because he was doing a little bit too much. So they want to, save our legs because it is spring ball. We still got a long ways to go.
Is that nice to know that you've got that technology kind of looking out for you?
Definitely. Because even with myself last year and the years before that, I feel like a lot of people are struggling with hamstring injuries or just lower body extremity issues a lot. So I mean, we haven't really had those issues right now, so that's definitely a good sign.
Before Chip got here, how familiar were you with his Oregon teams, his Eagles teams, the 49ers team, and how much did you want to play for a system like that growing up?
I've always loved playing those kind of offenses, even like, when you play video games, those are the kind of offenses that you play for. So now that I get to, be a part of it, it's definitely really cool.
Good.